With the release of Gizmo, we kind of have a confirmation that the characters in Multiversus are going to be releasing every 2 weeks. Now, as of the time that I'm making this video, Gizmo is just not out yet, but we do have some information as to when he will be releasing, and that is on the 8th of September, which previously was on the 6th, but Gizmo has been delayed. So I'm going to be mainly looking at the potential 6th of September release date and basing these potential characters coming out over the next 2 weeks as we go forward and tell you what in my opinion might be the case. Now obviously do take these with a grain of salt character wise, because the dates themselves, if they continue this 2-week release date without any delays, it would perfectly line up with the next release date of season 2, that being November 15th. I'm going to be including characters that we already know of that are going to be coming out. That's including Black Adam, Stripe, and Rick Sanchez, but also there are leaked characters that haven't been officially announced yet, but I feel like are a huge possibility of releasing during Halloween and even potentially releasing at the same time, but I'm going to get into that later in today's video. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe as that does really help out, and be sure to drop a like on the video. We're on the road to hitting 33,000 subscribers and we're quite close. We're like 300 subscribers away, which is really cool, so thank you for that. Anyway, back to the characters themselves. So Gizmo is going to be releasing on the 6th, and perfectly 2 weeks after the 6th of September is the 20th. Now I would have assumed that Stripe would have been the next character, but it seems like Multiversus doesn't want to exactly release characters back to back from the same franchise. Looking at Morty, I was assuming that 2 weeks later we would most definitely see Rick, but of course that has been replaced with Gizmo. So for the 20th of September, I'm going to assume it is going to be Rick himself, and also the reason why I think Rick is going to be releasing during this time is because it's going to be a boost of promotion towards season 6 itself. Yes, Rick and Morty season 6 is actually currently releasing. The first episode just came out today as of the time this video is going up, and would just perfectly align with the show itself. Moving on to the 4th of October, I think we might see Stripe release. It's going to be perfectly a month since Gizmo released, and it's also going to be perfect month since Morty released for Rick. It just feels like a pretty appropriate thing to do, and Stripe honestly feels like a bit of a Halloween-y character. You know, he's a bit scary, he's a bit spooky, and then we have the 2 gremlins in the game. Then moving on to the 18th of October, I'm going to say that we most likely will receive Black Adam, and the reason for that is because on the 21st of October, Black Adam is actually going to be officially releasing in cinemas. If you ask me, this is a boost of more promotion for something that's coming out either in TV shows or movies, just like Rick and Morty was, and considering the fact the Black Adam movie is having some insane promotion with The Rock going to like game showcases and different things like that, just constantly promoting Black Adam, and also all the posters, even if they're not the greatest ones, just the movie's getting a whole bunch of attention, which makes sense. Warner Bros. Discovery and probably The Rock just want to make as much money for that movie as possible, and it just feels like a very appropriate character to come out. Now 2 weeks after the 18th of October is the 1st of November, which gets a bit complicated. So I'm going to say that potentially we might not have to wait 2 weeks exactly for the next character groups to release, and I'm going to say that maybe we might see Beetlejuice and Wicked Witch come out at the same time. They're just the perfect characters for Halloween, and they just feel like ones that would feel a bit odd if they released a bit later around the Halloween season. Now there's a huge potential chance that these characters won't see the light of day until maybe even next year, beginning of 2023, since I feel like they're gonna definitely have some characters for the season 2 seasons, for Christmas and stuff like that. I feel like Beetlejuice would most likely be the character to come out if we are not going to have the 2 characters released at the same time. The reason I'd say Beetlejuice is definitely more of a preference thing. I just really like the movie, and honestly the character of Beetlejuice, the potential outfits you could be wearing are quite interesting, and Wicked Witch just feels like a character that obviously is a witch, which is just perfect for the Halloween season, but I don't know, I just prefer Beetlejuice. Now there's a chance again that they could release at the same time, you know, get 2 characters at the same time, let's go, but then that would mean that later on we might not get any characters, but there's even more. I don't know if I'm confusing you, but anyway, I'm going to say that we most likely might see Beetlejuice and Wicked Witch, or either one of those characters, released during the Halloween week, which is between the 24th of October all the way of course to the Sunday, which is just the 30th, not Halloween yet. So we might see the character release either on the 25th of October or the 27th, since you know they might delay the character to like a Thursday or Friday. I'm just assuming here, but if the character does release, that would then perfectly align for around 2 weeks ish later with the 15th of November for the season 2 to start, meaning that there will definitely be a new character that we yet don't know about releasing in October or on the 1st of November. Honestly, it's a bit confusing if I'll be honest, saying all this stuff and jumping back and forth, but basically if you look at your calendar, look at every 2 weeks and look at what the date is, and that's most likely when we'll be getting an announcement for a character and a release date for a character. Probably an announcement a bit earlier, like a week or something. And also with those character releases, since we're getting one this week, I'm going to assume we're going to be getting actual big updates, but potentially the item shop, maybe leaderboards. I'm not entirely sure what one of the things we have on our main screen look like. Maybe some character variants for Halloween and stuff like that. Basically some exciting stuff. If you enjoyed this video and if I didn't confuse you too much, be sure to subscribe, be sure to drop a like on it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.